Welcome back, everybody. Today we got some exciting news. The ROG Ally X is releasing soon. Asus just talked about it and kind of, announced it today, so I'm very excited to dive into it. This is going to be the 2024 version of the Ally. If you guys didn't know, the ROG Ally is a handheld gaming device by Asus, unless you're Sam and you call it ROG a sus, but we're not Sam, so yeah. All right, so the Asus ROG Ally was the first true Steam Deck challenger. While I'd argue it fell a little short, it legitimately improved the state of affordable Windows handheld gaming with its plugged-in performance boosts and smooth variable refresh rate screen. All right, so that's what The Verge said. So starting off pretty good there. Let's put it that way. It's going to have an AMD processor with the same 7-inch 48 to 120 hertz screen. It's not quite the Steam Deck OLED display that you get there. I mean, Steam Deck kind of has a high, I would put it high on the quality scale, let's say that. So far, I mean, it's looking pretty good, right? We need more handheld gaming devices. They're awesome, great for on the go, road trips, whatever you want to say. They're getting better and better with better processors, better stuff in them, better software too, being compatible with all different game launchers, with Epic Games and Steam. So, I mean, this is pretty exciting. Sam, I know you have a Nintendo Switch Lite. Would you ever buy a handheld gaming device? Besides the Switch.
Not not in the near future, because I don't feel like I have a need for it. But I mean, it's definitely on my list of things.
Yes, I was thinking about buying one a while back, but then I remembered I don't play a lot of games because I'm too busy doing this. So, yeah. So anyway, I think this is going to be a great challenger to the Steam Deck. Once we have some more info, right? That it was just announced that it's coming out. We had those very few specs that I gave you, but once we have a little more, we'll definitely. That's why you gotta subscribe with notifications because we'll come back and let you know more. But this is TSARP, meaning we got a lot more topics to get to, so let's play that intro, and I'll see you after that. Alright, let's get to our tech history. On this day in 2005, Windows Mobile 5.0 was released to manufacturing. If you didn't know, Windows 2005, and these were the computers back in 2005. Oh my gosh, this is scary. All right, I gotta bring this up. Okay,
like a flip phone, but sadder.
Yeah, this is it, everyone. It's a very sad device. This gotta. What am I looking at? Wait, so this is Windows Mobile 5.0. This is an Apple Mac.
What?
I think you must have gone.
What kind of? No.
You must have gone a wrong image here. I don't know what I'm looking at. You said the topic was Windows Mobile 5.0 released to manufacturing, and I'm looking at an.
That is the wrong image.
Yeah, I'm looking at an Apple.
Oh.
I was like, what? All right, sorry about that mix-up, guys. Here you go. This is it. I assume this was for the Windows. Was this for laptops, or was it because they attempted phones at one point? So I don't know what we're looking at here. But all right,
like phone.
It is a phone. Can you clarify that?
It looks like it.
Well, okay, but we need facts here at TSARP, Sam.
Oh yes, it is a phone. Yes,
okay, this was for those old Windows phones, which sound horrible. This kind of, oh, we got a full picture of the phone here. Okay. This is quite something. Could you imagine this? The Toshiba Microsoft phone. Oh my gosh. Okay, we're lucky Apple came out with the iPhone, guys. we're very lucky. All right, let's move on to our big three topics. Microsoft has quietly started testing an intriguing change to Windows 11 Start menu that could introduce a floating panel full of companion widgets. Start menu companions appear to be the way to allow developers to extend Windows 11 Start menu with widget-like functionality. All right, I don't know, guys. I'm not big on the whole start menu to begin with. I just click on it, and then I search, and that's it. There's normally nothing I want in there. I don't organize it. I got my taskbar and my search bar. But maybe this will change it. So this should be a little... Yeah, here we go. So this is the image. Let me see if I can zoom in, everyone. All right, so as you can see over here, this is where the widgets would go. You could put your temperature, you can put, your stocks, all in here. I don't know what other ones. I believe you can get, developers could make custom ones for programs and stuff. Obviously, none of those are announced yet. Maybe you can assume, because the feature itself was only announced in testing today, so there's obviously no third-party ones yet. But all right, I think it's pretty cool. I like it as an idea. If I use the start menu, I use widgets a lot on my phone, and I never used to. And that was kind of like a little transition I did, and now I like them where before I didn't. So maybe I can do the same with Windows, where I never used to like the start menu, but now that there's widgets, maybe I like it a little more. But we'll have to see. Sam, are you the type to like really customize your taskbar and all of that, or you just let it? Yes. Yes. I knew you. Sam does this thing, which is probably normal, but I don't do it, where, like, every single file he downloads, he's got to put a good name to it so he can find it.
You have to find it.
I know. No, if it's image 05678 JPEG, whatever, I do not care. I will download that and keep that the name forever.
How do you know what it is?
I don't. That's why I need image thumbnails, so I can tell what it actually is. But all right, so yeah, I think this might be a good feature for you, Sam. But I think it's pretty cool. We'll have to see if it ever actually comes to fruition, right? If this is just in testing. I hope it does, because it sounds cool. All right, let's move on. We got a Motorola topic, Sam. You want to read it off?
Sure. So they released a new phone, the Moto G Status 5G. Yeah. So it has wireless charging now, unlike the other phones. It has an upgraded screen, which I'm not sure by how much, but that's always a plus. But it still has a headphone jack and a micro SD card slot, and it's only for $400, which is pretty good, I would say.
Yeah, the reason I had Sam read that topic is because if you didn't know, Sam has a Motorola. We like to.
Yeah, I do.
I wouldn't say make fun of it, because it's okay. We're very inclusive here at TSARP, but we like to bring attention to it. But yeah, so they got some fun colors. That's really what they're advertising, because they can't make good software nor hardware. But they like painting them very nice colors. No, I'm kidding. Motorola's are very cheap phones, but they're good. They're good. My dad had one for the longest time. My dad had one for a while, and then I tried to buy him an iPhone, and well, not me. Like, I was really convincing my mom to buy him an iPhone, and she was like getting real close, and I was like, no, don't tell him. He would love it if he was surprised. He was not gonna love it, but I was like, I'm going through with this. I'm gonna get her to do it, and she finally just kind of like asked him. He's like, no, why would I want an iPhone? And well, there it goes. I don't know. He's an iPhone hater, guys.
The phone we talked about.
Oh yeah, the bendy phone. Any updates on that?
Get that one.
I know.
I haven't heard anything.
The bendy phone was just a Motorola phone that is a normal phone, but then like you can basically wear it as a watch too. I don't know. Sounds real cool. I would buy it just because why not if it came out, but I don't know. All this next gen, bleeding edge technology. By the way, I'm going to give you a little TSARP definition here. The difference between cutting edge and bleeding edge. Do you know, Sam?
Cutting edge is...
Don't look it up.
Cutting edge is when you cut yourself.
No, okay. Don't cut yourself. Why would you put that live on the air? We are not advertising self-harm. Why would you say that? No, it's a horrible thing. He was making a bad joke. Okay. Anyway, cutting edge is like, the latest stable release, but like really cool technology, but it's stable, right? It's working, it's functional. but still really cool, right? Say like ChatGPT. That's cutting edge. Bleeding edge would be like ChatGPT from a few years ago when it was, it was real buggy. It had a lot of issues. It was cool. It worked sometimes, but bleeding edge is like it's so new where there's a lot of issues. They're like still figuring out maybe like release day ChatGPT, but that's really what it is. It's like buggy, but it's still kind of cool and it's still like really new. Anyway, I was saying all this like kind of bleeding edge tech, like a foldable phone, is so buggy and has so many issues and is so hard to scale up that we probably won't see it for a while, but it's still cool to talk about, and that takes up a lot of like what we talk about here on TSARP. And that's why we say you gotta click that subscribe button and notifications, because who knows, it could be 5 months from now, it could be 5 years from now, but when it does come out, we will let you know, and that's why you need the notification bell. All right, final big 3 topic. Windows 11 screenshot tool is getting QR code scanning and emoji support. I think that's really cool. I like their screenshot tool. I use it a lot. I even know the keybind. It's Windows key Shift S. But adding nice features like that is very cool. I love the part with QR code scanning, right? You screenshot a QR code. You can just tap on it and scan it and go to that. There's nothing really like that unless you have third-party software on Windows. So cool to see that. What I did like, I think this is a Microsoft Power Tools add-on, but like there's one where you can select text and images. I wish that came to the feature as like for everyone, not just in Power Tools. If you didn't know, Power Tools is a little official Microsoft Windows app you can download with like extra features, but they're not like released to the like you got to download a program for them. But anyway, this is cool. I don't know when they're coming out, but I hope soon, because that will be cool. QR code scanning. We were doing stuff like that the other day in school when we were trying to scan a QR code for something, and it wasn't working. So this would have worked great, but we use Chromebooks in school, so no, it wouldn't have. All right, here we go. Speedrun topics. Threads. Who cares anymore? But we still talk about it because they have a lot of users. They have like 250 million users still. So even though we say who cares anymore, they still got a lot, so we got to talk about it. Threads is making it easier for anyone to see a post's view count. I don't know why it wasn't easy before. Again, Threads get better. One important step of evolving Threads into a fully featured social media platform is being able to being more transparent about reach and distribution. All right, I'm going to kind of get sidetracked for a second here, but purposely. Spotify does not tell you view counts on podcasts, which I honestly have to say is very nice, because when we were trying to get partnerships, right, over summer for sponsorships, it was very good because, they didn't see how low our view counts were. When they asked, I would tell them, but a lot of the times they didn't ask, surprisingly. So, yeah. Anyway, Threads kind of was having that going on where you really couldn't see view counts, but now they're adding it to be a lot more obvious. Instagram's X competitor... Okay, so 250 was a little much. It's only 150. They had like 250 signups originally, but they have 150 million monthly users. That's a lot. So yeah, I guess people do care, Sam. We gotta stop saying who cares anymore, because people care. All right. They also are adding useful features like automatic filtering of offensive words, which is nice, because why would you want those meanie words in there? That would be very mean. Don't do that, everyone. Like Sam was saying some. No, he wasn't saying some earlier.
I wasn't.
No, you weren't. But yeah, all right. That's the Threads features. Now let's get off of that stupid app. No, I'm kidding. TikTok is adding an AI-generated label to watermarked third-party content. This is cool. YouTube's already started doing this, I've noticed. But TikTok's doing it too. Basically, if you've made a video with AI and they detect that, they are going to automatically apply the AI-generated tag to that content. I believe before, and definitely now, you can select, like, yes, this was made with AI, but they're not doing that. They are just checking, they're sensing if you have it, and if you do, boom, they're slapping it on there. They're using
Wrong.
What?
That's what's wrong.
Well, then they're wrong. I don't really know, but they're using
AI to.
Yes, we talked about this yesterday. You weren't here, Sam, but we were talking about how AI needs to detect. This really goes into what we were talking about yesterday a lot, but AI is used to detect AI. I don't know. It's such a weird thing. That's just the world we live in right now. It's not a bad world. I hate when people are like, this is the bad world. No, I think it's like good. Like we're really advancing. We need weird fixes like this and weird technology that fights itself. And I don't know. It's confusing, but you know, that's the world we live in now. Yeah, so they're using Adobe's tagging system, which has been added to tools like Photoshop and Firefly, and they're partnering with TikTok to do all this with their Content Authenticity Initiative, CAI, not CIA, CAI, as well as the Coalition for Content and Authenticity, C2PA. All right, anyway, I think this is interesting because they're partnering with Adobe, an American company, which, if they could be like, hey, Adobe, you want to buy TikTok? Because we really need to sell. I feel like, you know, that could go on there. I don't know. I'm just drawing to random conclusions there. But maybe, if they're partnering with Adobe, Adobe might be in the market for some social media. But that's not even proven at all. But it's an idea. All right, let's move on. We got Nintendo Switch Direct sharing to X, just like PlayStation a few months ago, and the Xbox platform last spring. Nintendo's Twitter sharing features are disappearing as the X API lockdown tightens. The X gaming account claims our partnership with Nintendo. Sam, what? Oh God, I lost it.
Sorry, I lost.
Sam, why did you edit it as I was reading it? Twitter sharing feature disappearing as the okay. The X gaming account claims our partnership with Nintendo remains strong, so we'll see which integrations end up on the Switch too. All right, Sam, the new version of this topic's a little better. Basically, what they're saying is Nintendo is like slowly not putting sharing features to X, where like if you're in a game or something and you click like share, you know, to X, that they're slowly removing that. Reason being, you have to pay for the X API mostly. I mean, there's like, they have a free version, but it's not really good and it's really difficult, and you know, there's limits on it of how much you can use it. There's a cap, otherwise you gotta pay, so it's like a whole thing, and Nintendo's not liking it, so they're kind of pulling out of the deal, even though X says the partnership's strong. I don't know, someone's lying here. That's what I'm saying. But we'll have to see what ends up on the Switch, too. All right, next one. A Disney, Hulu, and Max streaming bundle is on the way. This is exciting. Yesterday, we were talking about how Apple has the best sci-fi content in the business. I think we released was it a highlight or a short today about that? Yes, highlight. Oh, it's releasing today. All right, 8 o'clock. We did a whole highlight on it. So if you tune in at 8 o'clock, we're posting a whole highlight on how Apple has... 6? Okay. At 6 o'clock Eastern time, we're posting a highlight all about... It's basically in an hour. About all the great content, sci-fi content on Apple, which kind of goes into this. So a Disney, Hulu, and Max streaming bundle is on the way. They're teaming up, guys. They're teaming up. Disney Plus had already partnered with Hulu and ESPN. Obviously, ESPN's out of this deal, and it's just going to be Disney, Hulu, and Max. Also, Disney owns most of Hulu at this point. But yeah. So, and Disney owns ESPN. So Disney owns ESPN, Hulu, and
Mickey Mouse.
And that's it. And then they're going to do Max. All right. So they're going to offer a live sports streaming service with Warner Bros. Discovery and Fox. That's interesting. This bundle comes at a pivotal point for the streaming industry, where companies are now turning their attention to revenue instead of subscribers numbers when evaluating how well their services are doing. Basically, streaming has been very unprofitable. Okay? They're really not doing too great. Let's just put it that way. But they've been talking about how many users they have. They're not doing that anymore. They're now really talking about how much revenue they have. Sam, I asked Liam yesterday what streaming platforms he had. He said Netflix. I really got everything under the sun. What about you, Sam?
Peacock and I I think that's it.
Peacock. All right, he has Peacock, everyone. All right, yeah. They said on Tuesday, Disney revealed that Disney Plus and Hulu posted a profit of $47 million for the first time ever. They're turning profitable, guys. Disney Plus isn't going away after all. Okay, they weren't going away anyway, but it's still good. Still good if you owned some Disney stock, which I own like $3 worth. So it's great, Zeb. I'm rich. All right. Let's see. Microsoft Strategic Missions and Technology CTO William Chappell announced that it's deployed a GPT-4 large language model in isolated government-only networks. Interesting.
This is a great idea.
Yeah, Microsoft's air-gapped AI is a bot set up to process top secret information. You think they're throwing aliens through there? You know, are they
Probably,
processing
yeah.
alien information?
Area 51.
They're like, okay, AI, you need to process the information of how there are aliens. I mean, think about that, right? Say they're doing that. They're putting other top secret information, but let's say the top secret information is aliens because we don't know the information, obviously. So they're saying, all right, AI, process this. I don't even know what they mean by process, but let's just go with that. Process this data, and the AI messes up, right? And it sends the data a spew everywhere, and now we all know there's aliens. Okay? That's the problem. Basically, the NSA and CIA documents probably shouldn't go into ChatGPT, but this AI server is made to operate on an isolated government network. Basically, what I'm thinking, right, is say, Mr. President, right, has to write an email about top secret information, but, you know, he doesn't feel like doing it. It's so difficult, you know, and like we all do. We all say, sometimes I don't want to write this email. Let's throw it into good old ChatGPT. But he's like, oh no, I'm talking about aliens in this one. I can't put it into ChatGPT or they're going to steal the data. So let me go on the secure government server where I could talk about aliens. That's basically what this is happening. But
it's gonna go really well.
Oh, it's going to go so well. Don't worry. ChatGPT is totally not going to be like, no, trust me. The president just told me about aliens. I mean, luckily, I don't think anyone would believe it because that's how bad ChatGPT is sometimes. But yeah, all right, this is wild. By the way, it's hosted on Azure, Microsoft's server platform, and it's the Azure Government Top Secret Cloud Hosted Model represents the first time a major LLM has operated separate from the internet. Oh yeah, it's just like I said, ChatGPT for the government, not connected to the internet, and secure. All right, let's move on. That's it. That's what we're moving on. Though we do have a little bit more. Here's the image of the foldable phone that we were talking about earlier, the Motorola foldable phone that we all want. I don't know. I mean, how are they doing it? That's my question. How do you fold a phone?
I don't know.
Let me test it. Hold on. Let me test it. Does my
don't-
phone fold?
no,
Hold on. Come on.
Oh, God.
Fold. Bro. I don't have a phone no more. All right, wild.
Oh no.
All right. There's a big
difference.
There's a big difference between this on screen, okay, and this on screen right now, the Microsoft phone. All right. Well, thank you all for tuning in. We're back tomorrow on Friday, the last one of the week until next Monday. Thank you all for tuning in. We'll see you all then. Bye
Wait, I have one more
bye.
tech topic.
I just signed off. They all left. They're
Sorry.
gone.
We had our concert yesterday.
Oh my God.
Thank you so
Bye
much.
everyone.
Bye everyone.